Hi, I'm Dr. Bonnie Rabin, College and Admissions Counselor and founder of College Career Consulting. Parents and students often ask me how to start the process of navigating through an enormous wealth of information out there on the internet, in your mailbox, and in your inbox. There are 3,900 colleges in the United States, and there's more than one that's the perfect fit for your student. We evaluate fit in terms of three criteria: academic, social, and financial. In another one of my videos, we've talked about financial fit. Today, I'd like to talk about academic and social fit for you. So let's begin with academic fit. How do you go about determining whether college is the right place for you to study your intended field? You may be saying, wait a minute, Dr. Rabin, please take 2 steps back. I have no idea what my academic field is. And I say that's where an educational plan can be helpful. I start each student by looking at the courses that they take and asking a series of questions given my experience as a university professor with the coursework that students found most engaging, and then I ask a lot of questions about the classes they seemingly think they did not enjoy. Sometimes we come full circle. For example, I had a student who was enrolled in a technology program where he thought he was going to be a computer science major. And throughout our junior year, we had spent a lot of time exploring the curriculum maps on university websites of various programs in computer science, electrical computer engineering, information systems. The more I talked with the student, I realized that his favorite classes were those in history. Those classes he excelled at, he enjoyed the topic most, and we shifted gears. Instead of exploring curriculum in technology-related fields, we started to examine the history majors at a number of schools, and he began to sparkle. His eyes lit up as we looked at the curriculum map for the courses that you could take as an undergraduate major in history. So my approach with each student is to begin by looking at the academic tabs on college websites and introducing them to courses that they would never had experienced in high school. After having a few majors of interest for a student, we begin to look further at majors by looking at the kinds of research that faculty are engaged in a given department. When I meet a student in high school who says they're interested in engineering, we might begin by simply understanding the difference between being a mechanical engineer and a civil engineer. Although it's very hard for a student in high school to make a leap between their AP physics class and the courses that a student in mechanical engineering might take, such as fluid dynamics. How we can discover what engineering fields might fit the student are simply to look at the kinds of research that are available in the departments of interest. Once we've navigated through the academic path, I start to help students explore what might be the difference, if you know you're going to major in mechanical engineering, between attending the mechanical engineering program at Rochester Institute of Technology, the California Institute of Technology, or your state's flagship institution. And I think there's kind of a similarity between the choices one makes if you're going out to dinner. I know that sounds simple, but let me explain. If you're deciding as a family where to have Italian food tonight, you can simply go to Google and find 10 or maybe 50 Italian restaurants within a 2 to 10 minute drive of home. Everybody has the same menu. That menu is the curriculum for mechanical engineering. But what every restaurant has is their chef special. And my job as an educational consultant is to help students figure out what that chef special is for education. Why is the mechanical engineering program at Rochester University of Technology unique versus the mechanical engineering program that might be available to you in your state flagship or another institution you've identified? Having the knowledge of engineering curriculum, we can start to explore those differences that matter to a student. A student interested in robotics might find a different emphasis at one school versus a student who has an innate or authentic interest in biomechanical engineering. The second aspect in selecting a college is finding a home away from home. I begin working with each student to discover what's important to that student. Some students come to me decidedly clear. They want the rah-rah experience. They're looking for a large campus filled with athletics and Greek life. Other students say there from the beginning they don't know what they're searching for. And we can discover by talking about what keeps them busy or activated in high school whether they're seeking that same experience. For some students, it's finding a home away from home might be finding a college band, knowing they would like to continue being in the marching band. For other students, having a nurturing small campus is important to them, Immediately knowing that through the freshman orientation process they will meet 1,000 people and feel instantly at home is very important. And for other students, a large campus is an opportunity to know there will be a full range of activities. What's most important is to get to know your authentic interests throughout high school to shape that direction for where you're going to find home away from home. So again, we started with how do we know how to select the right fit for your student when we have 3,900 options. Again, each student is unique. And when families come to me and they have determined that their student's going to go to college and they're interested in Ivy League, I always start by saying, let's go back 4 steps. Don't start with where you want to go to college. Start with what your intended field of study is. And we do extensive research together to discover and capitalize on a student's strengths and interests to find a perfect major field of study. Once we know a major field of study, we'll then start to explore which schools might be a good fit for that major and which schools a student will feel at home given their personal interests, their background, and their unique personality and experiences. All of that is best obtained by having a strategic educational plan in place as early as 8th or 9th grade. However, students that haven't started the planning process well into the senior year are still all going to college, and everyone does find their perfect fit. Thanks so much.